Hey guys, it's Shelby, otherwise known as Shelbizleee here on YouTube, and today we're going to be talking about something called greenwashing. But before we get into that, I want to know if you guys have ever heard of greenwashing before, or if you want to take a guess before we get into it what it is. I just want you to leave a comment down below and let me know when I say the word greenwashing, what does that mean to you? Does it mean anything, I guess? I just want to know where you guys stand right now as of clicking on this video. So please let me know before we get into this. So greenwashing, what is it? Well, I guess the next question is, have you guys ever bought something thinking it was green or more environmentally friendly or more healthy for your home based on packaging, right? So if you walk into a grocery store and you're looking for some soap for your dishes, your dish soap, maybe there's one called Greenworks and maybe it has flowers and leaves on it and it looks green, and obviously it's also called Greenworks. So it makes you think that that product is really environmentally friendly and safe for your home. But the truth is that a lot of these companies are only marketing towards them being green, and they're actually made of chemicals and their ingredients are not so much eco-friendly. Now, this is something that we really have to watch out for these days, because marketing companies are getting a lot better at doing the marketing and consumers are getting a lot more, I don't want to say a lot more easily convinced, but maybe we just have less time on a day-to-day basis to actually look into the chemicals and ingredients in these products and see if they are safe for our home and the environment, right? So I'm going to be making this actually a 3-part series with a few different things. We're going to talk about what greenwashing is and my best tip to avoid it, and then I'm going to tell you guys something that I was more recently caught being greenwashed on. I guess I fell for the greenwashing. And then I'm going to go to a regular store that a lot of people shop at that's really accessible to most people and where a lot of people would probably be buying these products, and we're going to go through a different section of that store to see what is the most eco-friendly and what things are being marketed as eco-friendly that are actually not. But for this video, I wanted to explain to you guys what it is. So basically, I kind of already did, right? Whenever you walk into a store and something appears to be eco-friendly, it says things like plant-based or all natural. And that's going to be my first tip for helping you guys avoid greenwashing, is look out for those words. Because the truth is that those words don't actually mean anything. The word natural is not defined in any sort of way when it comes to like regulations, right? So say the worst company in the world, you know, let's think. I say the worst company in the world. I don't want to be too judgmental towards any companies that I don't know everything about, but let's say that Monsanto's puts a label on all of their stuff and it says all natural. If you guys don't know who Monsanto's is, they're basically the company that owns most of the GMO crops in the Western world, and I think also in other countries as well, but basically they're kind of tearing down the ecosystem in a lot of ways, but we won't get into that. But say Monsanto slaps a label on their stuff that says all natural. There is no one and nothing that can come in and tell them they have to take that off, because there's no dispute about it. For that to be seen as wrong would have to mean that the government would come in like an authoritative position and say, hey, this is the definition of natural, you guys don't meet this, you need to take it off. Nothing like that exists for that word, the word natural. Nothing exists also like that for the word biodegradable, which is how I got tricked recently. Nothing is regulated to say that your product is green or eco-friendly. None of those words really mean anything because no one is regulating them. So that is definitely the first thing to keep in mind when you walk into a store and you're thinking something is eco-friendly, or you're wondering if it is. Do these words really mean anything to me? Should I trust these words or not? Some other phrases are things like plant-based or made with plant materials. Sometimes that can mean, you know, something as simple as an oil that they put in there that was extracted from a plant, but that could be like the smallest ingredient in that whole thing, and then the rest of it is full of toxins and stuff like that, and they can still put the word plant-based on there. Again, no one's regulating it. Other words that people like to use is made of 50% more recycled material. I don't know what, more than what, do you know what I mean? More than what? There's no basis there for them to be judging that off of. And then if things are made of completely post-consumer materials, that's good. But when you're saying something is made from 50% recycled material, does that matter as much as if that product can be recycled? I think not. Personally, when I think of greenwashing, I think of household cleaners and products and stuff like that, but it can also be happening with other types of things like food, office supplies, you know, anything, clothing, tons of things can be greenwashed, but I think it's most commonly happening when we're thinking about what we're buying to clean our homes. And I think the most frustrating part of all of this is that these companies are counting on us being ignorant and uninformed so that they can trick us into spending our money on their products, thinking that we're doing something responsible when in actuality we just got tricked by the millions and millions of dollars that they pay into marketing ads and into marketing products, packaging basically. So that's my first tip, to watch out for those words. My second tip is going to be something that you guys might have heard me talk about before, because I am in love with this website. I've never connected with them. They don't know who I am, but I think it's amazing. It's called the Environmental Working Group, and you can actually get the app on your phone, and anytime you want to buy something at the store, you can just type in what it is that you're buying, and it will pull up the list of ingredients and tell you which ones are good or bad. They'll be rated with a number between, I think, 1 and 10, and number 10 is being the worst and number 1 being the best. And you can just look overall at the score, or you can actually go into each ingredient and read scientific studies on what they did, the effects it had on human bodies or other animals and stuff like that. And it can basically tell you why this isn't safe for you or the environment around you. And I just think that that is the best tool. The easiest tool is to download the Environmental Working Group's app, and each time before you buy something, look it up. And we're actually going to be doing that for the next video in this series, or I think it'll be the second video after this video in this series. So if you want to know more about that, then just make sure you're subscribed and your notification bell is on. And before you go, actually, so many things to leave in the comments. Let me know what store you'd like to see me do this at. What store do you most commonly buy your household cleaning products at, so that I can make sure I go there and do this experiment, right? So keep this video in mind next time you're at the store. I hope it was really helpful to you guys, because these things are not only harmful to our environment, but also to our health as well. And I think that we have a right to be aware of it and to make conscious decisions as to what we bring into our home. So thanks for watching, you guys. Remember to leave your comments below, and if you want to see more how-to DIY like eco-friendly cleaning products, make sure you're following me on Pinterest, because I find the best stuff over there. And remember, until next time, create the peace.